In the background is the Little Blue Church, and this Little Blue Church is kind of a significant point on the run. It's 5 miles, almost to the turn just beyond the church. They turn around and now you head back 5 miles to the base of Palani Hill. And I think, boy, let's do the math real quick. We've got 10 miles in town. It's undulating. It can be very hot with the houses and the condos, and quite often we don't have the breeze like we do today when I'm standing out here. And so a lot of the athletes find that, gee, I'm thinking about the Queen K when I get out there, but you've got 10 miles in town. And I've reminded my athletes for a long time, and I remember looking back and seeing Chrissy Wellington for the first time. I didn't know who she was, and she was leading the race. I was covering the race. And the one noticeable element about Chrissy is that she looked relaxed. And her face was relaxed, her arms were really relaxed, and you could say, well, it's her running style. But when I looked at her, I said, you know, she's very fluid, and it was her natural running form. And it's a good reminder for all of us when we're coming along this section along Alii Drive, near the 5 mile point, that we've got a long ways to go, and there's a few cues that all trigger from the comments from Chrissy. Move your head around a little bit. Move your arms around a little bit. It seems kind of silly. You know, you're waving your arms in the wind, you're doing shrugs going backwards a little bit to stretch out your back and relax your shoulders and stretch your pecs. Move your head from side to side. Go ahead and elevate your shoulders and then drop them back down so they can find that nice, relaxed, comfortable position. Make sure your toes are open. Get off the bike. A lot of people have hot feet and their toes have sometimes been in a flexed position, which you don't want them in. But make sure you're able to wiggle the toes. You can almost feel like you're typing with your toes as you're getting going onto that run. I also like to have people just do a little bit of side twists from side to side and actually swing in their arms as if you're doing this in a run workout. And I have my athletes kind of swing. Do this on this first part of Alii Drive. Lastly, there is one hill, and it's kind of near the Sea Village, which is sort of a landmark. It's about 2 miles into the run, and as you're coming back, it's about 8 miles. It's very, very warm, and on that hill, just that first one, which is a reminder of what you're going to see out on the Queen K with the undulations, keep your eyes up, keep your chin tucked in fairly tight so you're standing tall. You never want to lead like you're a chicken and you're leading with your chin. I see a lot of people that are bent over because their hip flexors are tight. So draw your chin back, shoulders are soft, look at the top of that hill and you'll glide over the top. I hope that helps. This point in the race I think is a great landmark, and I quite often see a lot of attrition even with the pros in this first 5 miles because they say, you know, the race is going to start when I get out on the Queen K. Not at all. It starts on Alii Drive.